अथ भूयापि बेताल माने तुंडुपसत्तमः सत्रिविक्रमसेनस्तमुपागाच्छिशुपातरुम् त्रस्थमेतं सम्प्राप्य मृतदेहं गतं पुनः सकन्धे गृहीत्वैवागन्तुं तूष्णीं प्रववृते ततः।
In Pataliputra there once ruled King Vikram. He owned a parrot of great wisdom who in his former life had been a cursed Gandharva. His wife owned a Meena, who likewise had once been a cursed Apsara.
Both birds ended up in the same cage. The parrot proposed marriage to the Maina, but she refused, declaring that all men are wicked and ungrateful. The parrot objected, claiming that women are much worse, deceitful and malicious. Thus arose a dispute which they brought for judgment. The Maina told of Dhanadatta, son of a wealthy merchant. After his father's death, he squandered his fortune on gambling and vice. Another merchant sheltered him and gave him his only daughter, Ratnavali, as wife. But Dhanadatta turned out to be a villain. Once he threw his wife and her nurse into a ring to steal her ornaments. The nurse died, but Ratnavali survived by clinging to creepers and returned to her parents later. When Dhanadatta came to her house, she did not expose him but accepted him, and at last, while she slept, he murdered her and fled with her jewels. The parrot answered with the tale of Vasudatta, the wife of a noble merchant. One night her husband returned from a journey drunk and quickly fell asleep, as did the whole household. A thief broke into the house and began to watch. According to the thief, the wife slipped out secretly to meet her lover, but she found him already dead. The city guards had hanged him, mistaking him for a thief. The thief claimed that she behaved with the corpse as though it were alive, embracing it, speaking to it, giving it drink and even food. At last she pressed her face to his, and the corpse bit off her nose. She returned home weeping and accused her husband of maiming her. Her parents and servants believed her, bound her husband, and took him away for execution. Then the thief appeared before the king. He told his tale and declared her nose is in the corpse's mouth. The piece of her nose was indeed found there, yet no one asked how it came to be. All believed the thief's story. So the husband was released, the wife was exiled and further mutilated. Her father's wealth was confiscated, and the thief was made judge. At that moment the parrot's curse ended, and he became once more the Gandharva Chitraratha. The Maina's curse ended, and she became again the Apsara. Taladama both ascended to heaven, but their dispute remained unresolved. Then the Vetala said to King Trivikramasena, "Now tell me which are worse, men or women. If you know and do not answer, your head will shatter." The king replied, "Women are worse, for a man may sometimes be wicked, but women are always so." Hearing this, the Vetala was disappointed. The king did not understand a single point. So the Vetala vanished from his shoulder and returned to his tree. The Vetala thought, "The first story shows the man as a serial villain and murderer. In it there is, moreover, a direct indication that violence must not be forgiven. If the first time he failed to kill, and the woman survived, the second time it will be several times worse. Never forgive villains and rapists." The second story does not in fact show the woman as equally villainous. Testimony of a woman is set against the testimony of a thief, and the testimony of a noble woman proves weaker than that of a thief, even with a fantastic plot. At the same time, the woman's own story contains no suspicious fantastic element at all. There appears a whole row of violent men. The husband who came back drunk, and it is well known that alcohol increases aggression. The guards or gardener who killed the man only on suspicion of theft. The king who decreed the death penalty for injury to a wife, a punishment utterly disproportionate. Mutilation and torment inflicted upon the woman on the thief's word, And finally, the silence of women's voices. Supposedly they agreed with the men. Did they really?
इत्युक्तं मनुजपते निशप्य तस्य सकन्धामात् सपदि सपूर्ववच्चगाम वेतालो निजपदमेव सोऽपि राजानुद्वेगः पुनरपि तं प्रति प्रतस्थे
Both the male and the female sides tell stories that end in blood and suffering. Heavenly existence begins only after they are released from the cage of earthly marriage and the cycle of dispute.